All right, so let's show another version of using the FactoryTalk Logix Echo, and this is going to be using the PlantPAX 5.0, which a lot of people can easily download for free off the Rockwell website. However, you will need to either A, have the Echo, which is the Echo software, which is right here. You need to have the FactoryTalk Logix Echo software, or you need to have the L8 software or the L8 processor, which is going to be an L8 EP, because the P is for it's a new processor, and that processor is going to be specifically for PlantPAX or PlantPAX, right? So in order to test that and get yourself familiar with PlantPAX, you can actually use this Project Echo, right? So I call it Project Echo. It's FactoryTalk Logix Echo dashboard, right? You're simply going to load this up. I have videos showing you how to load up the Echo and show you how to load devices. All I'm doing is essentially loading it and getting it to a point where it's in run mode. So with this said, the question goes about, well, what's the purpose of doing this, right? So your purpose is using this software so that you can actually go in and use real world devices that you don't have to have the real world you don't have to have the real processor for, and being able to come in and link your FactoryTalk application. So I'm using FactoryTalk 12 because the PlantPAX platform, which is PlantPAX 5.0, uses FactoryTalk 12. And you can see that because I have everything linked up. Now, I will say the one thing that I did have to do is in my communications path is I changed, being that I'm using if I'm in the PlantPAX, you can see the version that I'm currently using. Like, let's just say right here, I'm using the loopback, which the loopback address is again the OS, which is the operating system loopback, which is 127.0.0.1. And with that said, I could change it to a one that I currently have, but I'm using this one. So I'm using the natural loopback. So in FactoryTalk links, you can see that that's going to be pulled up as my loopback, right? So my loopback is what I need to point my HMI application to. So what I did is when it came up in my shortcuts, and FactoryTalk links shortcuts, our communication setup, all I did was I opened up my communication path just like I have right here, and pointed it to that device, and then I came over here and verified my connection and synchronized it and hit OK. Now that got everything working as far as my PlantPAX or PlantPAX application, which is going to be right here. You can see all this is working. I can come over here in demo mode, demo control. You can see the demo control right here. You can see everything working in operator. It's currently the previous step is stopped. Now it's an op. So let's go over here to storage, and you can see that this is just the application, right? You can see see the devices, you can see them working. You can see this one says closed. Let's pull it up, and you can see this is just the controls basically for FactoryTalk. And again, this is the PlantPAX version 5.0. So there's a lot of learning here to do, right? This is a new environment, a new way things are doing. It's using FactoryTalk 12. It's using a couple different components. The standard things are objects and stuff, and the way the objects are used are slightly different. The controls behind it are slightly different as far as that goes. Again, this does give you the whole application. So this does show you the whole process running. And again, you can see that this is actually running, and it's being simulated from that, right? So you can see right here, we got our alarm banner up here. We can see the alarms. We can see everything right here. We can shelve things. We can come up here to our environment, and you can just see the way things work. So you can go home. Always home is resetting everything back to normal, like if you just got to a different screen or whatever the case may be. But again, I'm showing you how the benefits of how you're actually going to be able to simulate, and again, be able to use your straight out of the box stuff that you downloaded from Rockwell website, which is the PlantPAX 5.0, and that's again using the FactoryTalk 12, and that's again going to be using an L8 processor, and that L8 processor is an L8 EP. That L8 EP again that's just the L8E, the L8.5 E is going to be the Ethernet version. The P stands for the made specifically to work for PlantPAX. So in order for you to do that, you would have to have that processor. However, if you don't have the processor, which I currently don't, and a lot of people won't, but you still want to understand and know how these processes work, then you will come in here and you would use the FactoryTalk Logix Echo dashboard. You link everything up, real simple, real easy how to use. Again, I've shown videos how to do that, but I just wanted to show you how simple and easy this was. Now, real quick too, also, what comes with the actual PlantPAX download is you have your client, you have your PlantPAX backup right here, which is your SE archive. Simply just open this up and you can see it's really simple to actually restore. This is going to give you your points where you're restoring. All you're going to do is you can see that it comes in just like this. You're going to change your host to your actual computer name, okay, and then do that on all three of those, and then hit restore, and it restores your application. Well, you don't have to worry about it. It's very simple, very easy to use. I've really had a lot harder problems in the past, you know, being able to set up a FactoryTalk Studio application, but this is very simple. Just clicking that, again, double clicking that, and that's that archive, and it will populate. Again, FactoryTalk 12 is using that started on, I believe, FactoryTalk 10, but FactoryTalk 12 has advanced with that as well. So with that said, again, moving forward, we're just coming in using that, and we're using this demo software right here. This is the demo. Again, you can look at the properties to that. Again, all of the properties are there. We can set the workstation, so everything is there, and then we can link it up and then start our client, right? So we linked everything up, and then we start our client. You can see the supply pump right here. Pull that up. Again, and this is just showing the basic controls of that, right? We can sign in. Then you can start doing security, start signing in, start testing stuff, start really getting acquainted with what is involved with the PlantPAX 5.0. Again, very different from before, because the way the things are migrating, there's a different PIDs, there's different controls, there's a couple different things, and again, very helpful to be able to do this with the Echo software, right? So this is a very powerful tool with the Echo software. So let's just say I chose to do this, and let's just open up this Echo software, and I'll pull up right here. Let's get FactoryTalk out of the way right quick. So you can see this is in remote run. If I chose to control it right here to program mode, you see that it goes into program mode over here. You see if I choose to put it in run mode, it goes into run mode over here. If I choose remote run, it goes to remote run. I can do the same thing over here. And then if I go to program, you can see that it will change right here. So again, that's just the way the controller works, right? And again, we'll go to run mode, have it run, and then again, just fully testing everything out, right? So we got alarms, so obviously we swap back and forth. So we got a slew of alarms we need to reset to get everything back working. But when it comes down to it, let's see if we can reset that stuff. But when it comes down to it, that's exactly the way to get everything working. Literally within probably, I would say it takes about 15 minutes if you wanted to use the out of the box downloads that you get directly from the Rockwell website. Now this PlantPAX 5.0, that's the demo version. That's what they give you, and that gives you all the implementations of looking at the different instructions, how they work. This is the live process. Again, none of us are going to have the L8.5 EP processor. If you do have that, you're probably working on a live system. And again, when it comes down to it, that's going to be implemented completely different from the demo version. But I want to introduce this and show you how this was done, because again, PlantPAX is a used thing, and 5.0 is moving forward, and also how to actually go in and utilize the FactoryTalk links or FactoryTalk Logix Echo dashboard. Very simple, very easy to use, very helpful, and again, using a live process where you don't have to change your processor to an emulator. So hopefully that was good educational stuff, and it showed you what you can do with the out of the box stuff that really they give you off of their website, right? So they give you this. If you go to their downloads website, compatibility and downloads, you can download this, right? It's not something that they're hiding from you, nothing like that. If you have an account, or if you don't have an account, make an account, download it. Now, I will say that the Echo software, again, is not free. Obviously, Studio 5000 is not free, and FactoryTalk Studio is not free. So when it comes down to it, if you already have these softwares, you can just go to their website and then download the version that I'm got, or the actual demos that I have, and you can get it back up and running yourself and actually start programming and start really kind of testing the stuff out yourself and kind of get familiar with FactoryTalk and using the PlantPAX environment of 5.1, right? Because that may be where your future is going with the next project you're working on, or with where you're currently working, right? So I just wanted to show you this, really helpful. Maybe this guides you to getting things up and running really fast, and really kind of get you into where you can start testing and learning the stuff yourself as far as playing with the PAX software. All right, with that said, we'll see you guys on the next one.